Welcome to the future of gaming. Yeah, I'm not doing this. I thought about it. I can't see anything. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Watchtower. We're here on the Watchtower. We're going to read Justice League Adventures number 1. Does that sound pretty good, everybody? This is essentially the soft reboot of book club. Maddie will be on Thursday doing the Rise of Sinzu novelization for realsies book club return. But we're going to be trying to do these every week, me and him and Ted as well at some point, doing various topics, DCAU books and comics and that sort of thing. What we're going to be going through today is, of course, Justice League Adventures number 1. I've decided that I wanted to do these sort of like review sort of thing, or like read through of the book, because I would be doing it anyway, to take notes on canon sort of related stuff, details, timeline stuff, all the character appearances and everything that we'll have for our website eventually, which this layout here is sort of a pseudo sneak peek of what that's going to look like. The website that's been in development for forever, theoretically, will look similar to this, plus many other locations on the Watchtower. So anyway, so I've got the comic up here, of course. This was written by Ty Templeton, who you can find on Instagram, templeton.ty. He is, of course, currently drawing the Batman The Adventures Continue comic that's been coming out. A new issue tomorrow. So that's where you can find him. It was drawn by Min S. Koo, who doesn't appear to have social media, but I've always been a fan of these images on the world's finest website. It's dcanimated.com. These are from years and years and years ago, but there's pictures of his garage. I assume he's either moved by now or painted over this or something, but it was a pretty cool little thing at the time that he
Good job,
drew and
Robin.
Hey, thank you, whoever just followed. Yeah, on here on Twitch, there's a little follow button. If you click that, it'll make Batman say, "Good job, Robin." So you could just spam that the whole time. That'd be really funny. Yeah, but this was his garage in like 2002, 2003. Justice League, pretty cool. And then it was inked. I want to skip ahead a little bit.
Good job, Robin.
Yes, inked by Dan Davis. We follow him on Instagram as well, Dan Davis Art. You can see all sorts of cool stuff. He just posted this the other day, which was a kind of, I think it might have been a commission. Anyway, he's doing a book lately that he's been posting a lot of images from, this
Good
whole
job,
comics
Robin.
adventure thing. And so yeah, really cool artists on this, a lot of good creators. The Justice League Adventures comic started in 2002 with this issue, and of course January of 2002 is when the cover date. Of course, the show premiered November of the previous year, so only a couple months prior. So this comic was basically already in production by the time the show aired. So a lot of the stuff that we'll discover about the comic being, more or less, I'm not going to say it's not canon, but there's some questionable stuff throughout this. And we're kind of, over the course of going through all these issues, I'm hoping to kind of decide for ourselves, how it fits into the DCAU, whether it's strictly in the cartoons timeline or whether it's kind of its own alternate timeline. Because Bruce Timm, has said that the comics follow their own continuity. A lot of them, like Batman Adventures Volume 2, Gotham Adventures, that kind of stuff, fall very easily into the continuity of the cartoons. But there are some of them, of course, Adventures in the DC Universe, what's the other one? Superman Adventures sort of has some problems, but they all sort of like tried to stay with the cartoon is just kind of dependent on how well they actually stuck to it. Anyway, I'm gonna start going through this. We're gonna go through the comic twice. Once just reading through it, and second to go back and take notes on all the character appearances, any issues with continuity, that kind of stuff. Just so I'm not stopping every 3 seconds to take notes on it as we go and be annoying the first time around. So, all right. So let's get started.
Good job, Robin.
Here we are at the start of the comic. I'm just going to go through it. All right, we got... Hurry up, folks. This area is evacuated. The dam burst again? It's a supervillain, I betcha. Trickster or Metallo or something. In Oakville? Into the vehicle, sir. This is sweet. Being evacuated is not sweet, Catherine. Relax, Dad. If this thing's really intense and something big happens, don't you think Superman would show up? In Oakville? 136 Maple, this it? Yes, sir. Is it Martian, Major? Can't say, sir. Just got here ourselves. But it's ET tech for sure, and glowing like a Christmas light. I figured HQ would prefer to put in a call to someone like that Green Lantern fella before we let our boys monkey with it. Fine, make the call. Other than that, sit tight. This is, of course, General Wells from Secret Origins. I don't want people thinking there's any cause for alarm. Oh. Immediately switched to the wrong panel on this page. That's a cool feature of DC Universe. By the way, I'm looking at this on DC Universe. High above the Earth, the Justice League's Watchtower satellite. Oh my gosh, cause for alarm, you say, General Wells? Well, there certainly are alarms going off on the Watchtower, I'll bet you. Red alert, proximity alarm. Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, Green Lantern, Flash, Hawkgirl, the Martian Manhunter. When the world is in deadly danger and a single hero is not enough, they will rise to victory, leaving justice in their wake. The world's greatest superheroes in Disarmed. By the way, anyone watching this on YouTube, Twitter, the place to be for this, for real, is on Twitch, twitch.tv/DCAU Watchtower. That's where we're going to be doing these from now on. I'm doing the first one here on all three of those platforms just to kind of bring people in. But go ahead and go over to Twitch if you'd like to be part of the live chat. And in the middle, before I switch over to doing notes on the issue, I'll be going through the chat and answering questions or bringing anything up. And so, but I'm only going to be checking the Twitch chat because that's the one that feeds into all the stuff that I can see. So I don't want to have to go over and check the YouTube chat also. Anyway, wow, check out the monitor. An alien ship. It appeared so suddenly. Look at the size. I don't know who's saying any of these things.
Good job, Robin.
Anyone recognize it? No. Not a race that I encountered on Thanagar. Great Hera.
Greetings, Justice League. I am the Zaton subordinate queen of 3rd Delegation Galactic Harmony Service.
Oh, that's gonna hurt to do that the whole time. Why did I pick this? You should learn to knock.
Service is organization. Women, females, birthers from 100 worlds. Travels through galaxy, solves male accidents.
Good
Is this too
job,
Yoda?
Robin.
Is this Yoda?
Male aggression wars. Wars cause accidents.
I'll just do Yoda from now on. He's not going to speak in the same rhythm as Yoda.
Good
but
job,
it'll
Robin.
Be what brings you here?
This world, Earth, victim of accident.
Oh, cool feature. DC Universe, real good stuff. Real hot coding there in the back.
2 galactic species, Tog and Xiaotol, fight galactic war. Tog launches gravity bomb through subspace tunnel. Intended Xiaotol homeworld. Technician makes error. Gravity bomb arrived Earth.
What? When? How powerful? What can we do?
Disarmament is impossible. Many have tried. Device weak now. Grows in strength. Stronger. Stronger with time it is. later destroys planet.
It's sort of Yoda-ish without me having to change anything.
Evacuate continent quickly. We must set off bomb. We, while still weak, lower death count. Bomb is here. Land called France.
The United States, actually. Not far from Metropolis. Wait, where is he pointing? Yeah, okay, I guess. That's pretty close. Isn't that where Green Lantern went?
A Green Lantern?
Yes, he got a call from our Pentagon to investigate a strange object that landed in a town called Oakville. Our problem might already be solved, Tvist.
No, must stop him.
Green Lantern's ring is capable...
No, ring well. Area not evacuated.
I'm gonna turn down my mic a little bit.
Don't stand immobile. Millions will die.
Hurry up, folks. This area is evacuated. Oh, what? Why did it go back to the start of the comic? Jesus. Goodness, DC Universe. I'm gonna refresh this page. I think it's wigging out a little bit. Maybe this whole issue is a time loop. Okay, is it gonna work correctly now? Yeah, there we go. Weird. Anyway. Hey, Mickey, look up in the sky. I can't tell. Is that a bird or a plane? Well, it sure isn't Superman. Boom, boom, boom. Not with that sparkle. I would think we have Green Lantern incoming. He can't get here fast enough for me. Is this Green Lantern? I don't know. All of a sudden, I feel kind of funny. I guess it's that soldier that looks suspiciously also like Green Lantern. Oh, wow, Dad, check it out. Whoosh. What? What are you doing? I'm on a mission. For the Pentagon, I know. Turn off your power ring, trust me. If you want to explain why I'm supposed to turn off my power ring, and you could start with that.
Good job, Robin.
This ship is gross. You ever heard of the Galactic Harmony Service? A Peace Corps for female aliens. Why? You're about to meet an excitable member.
Device you seek. Tog Empire gravity bomb. Tog civilization devious. Knows Green Lantern. Studied green energy. Bomb. Energy sensitive. Ring energy detonates. Not use ring. Stay far away.
Named Tvist. I've never heard of any kind of bomb that my power ring sets off. If I just willed my ring not to.
I speak true. Seen it happen. Male distrust confuses. Studied Justice League.
God, this guy talks way too much. Or girl, I'm sorry.
Studied Justice League information. Galactic Ethernet. Heard of device Themyscira Truth Lasso. Works on Tvist?
It should.
Must convince ring bearer. Hear my truth.
Hang on. We're streaming against Joe Biden and Hillary. Tight.
I cannot use ring. Millions will die. I speak truth. Time runs short. Must evacuate continent.
I don't like this, but I'll power down until this is over. So who are these Tog, and why do they drop a bomb on us? How do we disarm it?
Cannot disarm. Gravity bomb is impossible. Strange compulsion overwhelms. Must suggest possibility. Small chance exists.
It's the lasso of truth.
You are Thanagarian. Thanagarians mastered gravity. Bomb exploits gravity. We share information, data files, theories, mathematics. You disarm bomb. There is a chance.
Me? Soon. I'm getting strong spikes from the area, all right. Are you getting all the numbers back there, Batman? I'm not sure. What are the blinking digits? Sideways numerals, necessary in antigraph math. I want charts, tables, and research before I start snipping wires on this thing. Understood. Do you think you can do it? I have to, don't I? We can't evacuate an entire planet. Wait, there's something moving down there, coming this way. Ah! A soldier? I thought Superman cleared you people out of the area 5 minutes ago. So I'm slow. What's going on?
Good job,
Moons
Robin.
of Thanagar. Yeah, she says that quite a lot, huh? I think we're inside an anti-field. A what? This bomb arms itself by generating an area of anti-gravity, anti-magnetism. Now, backwards going, it looks like... Now, backwards going, it's like looks everything. Suppose I to anti-time and... Hey, don't let me go! Anyone need a hand? Yeah, please. How do you fly through this stuff? I can't tell which way is up or forward. If I close my eyes, it's something like an anti-gravity training chamber back home. Flying cars! Finally, the 21st century can get started. We have to get these people out of here quickly. Quick is my middle name. Or I wish it was. The real one is worse, believe me. Isn't it like Rudolph or something? Rudolph? I think it's Rudolph. Is this all we can do? Evacuate and run because of a brutal random accident? You have a better plan? I'm working on it, John. Superman, you alright? Now that we're free of that, you do your job, we'll handle things here. According to my telescopic vision, the energy field is already a mile wide in a matter of minutes. How long before it reaches Metropolis? The device is inverting reality already. When does it reach critical antimassivist?
Perhaps 2 hours. As I said, destroy his planet, then should retreat quickly. Detonate bomb now. Lower death count.
No one's going to die. Dad, are you seeing this? Dad? We have to go, Kate.
Sweet, it's the entire Justice League, Dad. I've seen Superman. I can't believe it. In my
Good
wildest...
job, Robin.
Hey! Wait a second, my autograph book. Uh-oh.
Katie, everything went black for no reason. Katie, hang on. No, you don't. My daughter's in there, and it won't do her any good if I have to rescue you both. Listen, my daughter loves you super people. She thinks the sun rises and sets on you. So help me if you don't go in there and get her back all. I will. I promise. What are you going to do to the Flash? Random man? Random man. Yow, that tickles. And I'm moving in slow motion, while everything else is bouncing around at 100 miles an hour, like every dance club I've ever been to. Flash? Oh my god, really? You doing this again? Really having some trouble, this comic. Flash, oh my god, Flash! Here of out me get, you can trippy little, is this? Look out! Eee! Boink! How did you know it would bounce off you like that? I didn't, just lucky the laws of physics are on vacation.
Wait, are you kidding?
Does it look like I'm kidding? Eee! The school is tipping over! This is wicked cool! Jean! Don't move. Move? I can't get 5 feet without tripping over myself. You have some Martian uber sense that lets you get through this dizzy zone? No. I am relying on Wonder Woman's strength and her unbreakable lasso. That's everyone. We're clear. Shire, we can't keep falling back and falling back. Tell me you have something. No problem, Diana. I know how to disarm it already.
You can disarm?
A simple XY axis twist field puts everything back to square one, and then Superman can throw the bomb into space. I can rebuild a generator to do it all in 5 minutes. Really? How smart is Hawkgirl? Is this canon? Though I don't see any evidence Green Lantern's ring should have any effect on...
Agree. Great mystery. Study that later. Quickly download method blueprints for generator XY axis twist field. Enter Zaton database.
Wait a minute. Shouldn't we disarm it, then worry about your database? Your Watchtower Database?
2 hours time. No immediate danger. Information saves lives.
You don't care much about Earth, do you? Something else has been bothering me. 3 legs, 3 arms, 3 antennae, trinary biology all over your body. But you evolved that one single limb there in the middle? The one you wrapped Diana's lasso around. You wouldn't be pulling our leg, would you? Just as I thought, a mechanical limb. Crack!
No! Oh! Must have data!
Oh, must you? Talk! Why are you really here?
Came for information. Harmony service lie. Havist not member, not even female.
Okay.
Needed your trust. Gravity bomb is real. Danger to Earth, all my doing.
Why?
Zaton's at war. Tog is enemy. Gravity bombs kill Zatons.
Better us than you, right?
Not like that. Many years ago, Thanagar and Tog fought brief war. Thanagar triumphed swiftly. Learned Tog weaknesses. Disarmed Tog weapons. Zetons need information, need Tog weaknesses. Thanagar, unfriendly planet, guards secrets fiercely. Hawkgirl of Earth, easier to manipulate. What? Use captured bomb, threatened Earth population. Give you motivation, you solve problem, me. Give me answer.
And if I failed, were you going to let everyone die?
If you failed, no other choice.
Did it occur to you to just ask me? To just ask?
What about my ring?
Needed you neutralized. Described ring problem, you believed it. Ring stopped working when you believed. Willpower controls ring. Well-known trick.
You lied and I bought it, like a rookie.
We all did.
Don't move. I'll be back for you. After I get rid of this generator?
Why is that a question? Earthquake! It's a reaction to the antifield being removed from the ground.
Rumble! Lucky diversion, yes? Cannot stay here.
I thought you weren't supposed to do that.
So did I. That was the problem. That alien is a con artist. He risked the lives of everyone on Earth on a gamble. Convince him not to leave the planet, okay? I want him here when I get back. Him?
Thanks for help. Zeton shall triumph. Tog is doomed. See you later. Please stand aside. Lives at stake. Wish no harm.
It's too late for that.
Quarum! Our shuttle! 90 million miles from Earth, straight up from the orbital plane. Far enough, I think. Time to knock her out of the park.
Wait, 90 million miles?
Alright. Time to knock her out of the park. I never get used to how quiet explosions are in space.
It's lifting off.
Get down. Roam if you want to.
He's moving too fast, Batman. I can't fly after him.
And Wonder Woman's dazed.
XY axis twist field seems simple enough. Hevist Zeton hero. Many rewards given. Hope computer survives. Specific formula important. Womp. What?
In a hurry to get somewhere? A friend of mine wants to talk to you. And so do I.
Overconfident Kryptonian fool. Straddling front cannon? Ah!
Apparently, you've committed crimes against humanity and broken intergalactic treaties and laws. You're not going anywhere.
Must release me. Zeton homeworld endangered. Claim diplomatic immunity.
Claim it all you wish. There are human and intergalactic courts that can decide that. But you don't get to go home and evade your punishment. You threatened my adopted home. You behaved monstrously. You're dealing with the Justice League, so now you'll face justice. What did you think would happen?
That's done it, John. This is going to make a terrible mess.
It would if I wasn't around.
Wow, did you see that? It's hard to see much of anything. It's just a lot of fire and explosions from here. I think that alien ship crashed into Ron and Bernice's yard. I know. Nothing like this ever happens. Everything's fine. Who the hell is talking? Who am I supposed to... I don't know. Everything's fine. It's the Justice League. Whatever's happening, they're winning. That's what they do. Everything's fine? Did you see the school? Oh yeah. School's busted. I'm weeping. Nobody got hurt, Dad. This is cool. My taxes pay for that school. Don't tell me nobody got hurt. Superman is here. He'll rebuild it before tomorrow. Don't you know anything? Hey, look at that. How'd you get this autograph? That? Oh, no problem. I just asked. The end. All right. That was Justice League Adventures number 1. We're going to exit out of this. We'll come back to it in just a second. I'm going to go through the chat here real quick, see if there was anything that needs to be brought up. Good job, Robin. Book club. Yeah. James lost the right to the apron. We didn't pay. Yeah, that's true. If only the apron existed. I wish James would narrate my life. No thanks. weekly stream where you read random things in Yoda's throaty voice. That was hurting so bad. I don't know if I could do that weekly. Wallace Rudolph West. Okay, yep, I was right. Thought so. It's weird to me. This is the only Ty Templeton jail adventures issue. It just doesn't feel like him. Yeah, it is kind of weird. Like, it just feels like any other, rando DCAU comic writer's work. Foreshadowing how sucky Thanagarians are. Yep. Thank you on the triple R. I went for it. This has to be enough time after Secret Orange Wonder Woman shirt to be made. Good point. I didn't think about that. Okay. So, yeah. So I'm only going through the chat on Twitch, by the way. So if you're on YouTube or Twitter tagging along with this, you'll want to go to twitch.tv/DCAU Watchtower. That'll get you in the... Give us a follow over there. It'll get you in the Twitch chat where you can accompany us. So, now I'm going to go back through the
Good
issue
job,
again.
Robin.
A little bit slower, probably, as I take notes on all the stuff. So I've got our basic canonicity spreadsheet open here. Those of you that have watched the book clubs with Maddie before are probably familiar with this. I've started a completely blank new one so that we can start from scratch here. So hopefully I don't encounter all these weird issues again with it going black and whatever. But hey, let's start off. I'm going to include locations in here like I usually do. Maddie. So we got Oakville, and that appears to be, they said it was like a certain distance from Metropolis, but I'll get to that when we get here. So we got Oakville. I'm going to say oops, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. U.S. Army. And we got, I believe her name is Katie. Oh, wait, let's see. Trickster and Metallo are mentioned. So we need Trickster. Oh, I'm just realizing I'm putting this in a completely wrong spot. We got Justice League Adventures #1. This was called Disarmed. And it is January 2002. Okay. Like how you said that column is for characters. No, it's for appearances. That's why it says appearances. There's appearances of all sorts of stuff. U.S. Army and Trickster. Okay. So anyway. Line at the top. Alright. U.S. Army Trickster. We got mentioned. And we got Metallo mentioned. So all the... columns here. We got the title and number of the issue. We got appearances. Non-canon is I'm gonna put anything that sticks out as like blatantly contradicting the cartoons because they are top tier canon. In-show events, so referencing anything that happened in the cartoons, so we can sort of try to line it up with any sort of timeline. Time and references to time. Concrete is like characters that we know have a specific point of origin. So like Wonder Woman would be a concrete one because Secret Origins is her first, appearance in the universe. Is her origin story basically. Same with Jean. But since they're going to appear in like every one of these issues, I'm probably not going to put that kind of stuff or those specific characters in there. Pop culture, so any references to pop culture. Weather, if they're so like this is pretty like average looking, so I'm not going to put like it's blue sky and stuff if it's it's going to be like that every issue. But if it's like snowing, or if there's like a hurricane, or if something that can help us lock it down into a specific time of year, and then anything else in other clues. So keep going here. Let's see. Are you guys seeing all the Streamlabs bot things popping in that say like I'm having trouble not working or something? I can probably just turn off the cloud bot, so just don't be spammy. Let's see. Goodbye, CloudBot. Okay, bot is off, so hopefully that'll be fine. Streamlabs is just terrible. You're terrible. Gotcha. Alright, anyway. Oakville, okay, so we got, let's see, what's on her backpack? We got Superman, Flash, Wonder Woman. Okay, those are all going to be in the comic, so that's fine. I think these are probably the neighbors that are referenced at the end of the thing, but we'll get to that when they say their names. Into the vehicle, sir. Okay. Catherine. I think her name is Katie later, so, and then I don't think we ever learned her parents' names, so I'm going to do Katie's parents. Okay. Go ahead with Army Jeeps. I'm being that thorough. Alright, we got General Wells here. 136 Maple. 136 Maple, Oakville. That's Katie's house. Alright, we got Superman mentioned here in this panel, but he's going to show up later. It's kind of helpful to read through it the first time and then go back to take the notes for these reasons too, because a lot of the time if I'm just reading it and taking notes as it happens, I won't know if Superman's going to show up, so I'm just going to do like, oh, Superman mentioned, and then that's just a waste of time because later he'll actually be there and I'll have to erase mentioned and all that stuff. So, is it Martian Major? Okay, so we can do Mars mentioned. I don't know if this is an in-show event really, but I'm going to kind of put here that General Wells asks if the bomb is Martian, probably since he just dealt with Mars-related shenanigans in Secret Origins. Though I suppose Jean being Martian is, I guess, like common knowledge. But it's interesting that he knows so immediately. Because so the fact that this comic came out, only a couple months after Secret Origins was already being prepped in theory prior to the series airing or like right after the series aired. The likelihood is that that's where their heads are at, is like, they're not necessarily being fed official information, Bible sort of stuff on the series. That tended to be the case with a lot of these comics, was that they would just be going off of anything, same sort of stuff that we would go off of for Legacies or whatever, just what exists and what do we know from the show. We don't necessarily have background insider knowledge. So, all right, just go glowing like a Christmas light. Green Lantern, he's also going to be in there. Okay. All right, now we got the Watchtower. Just says high above Earth. Is it 22,300 miles? Who knows? All right, everybody's here. Except Green Lantern, but he'll show up in a second. So we got Batman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, Superman, John Jones, and Hawkgirl. And then we got, how do you spell Hevist? I'm going to put Hevist's ship here. Well, I'll get to it in a second. And Thanagar is mentioned. Hera is mentioned. Okay, H apostrophe Vist. Alright, so I'll also do Hevist's ship. Actually, there's going to be... Yeah, I'll leave it at Hevist's ship. Okay, so he's from Zayton. So we're going to put Zayton mentioned. Galactic Harmony Service. That turns out to not... I mean, it's a lie that he's part of it, but Green Lantern is aware of it, so it is a thing that exists. Okay. Male aggression, topical. Okay, all good so far. Okay. 2 galactic species, Tog and Xiaotal. Now, is he... This is something I'm confused about, I guess. Because he says Zayton subordinate queen. So is Zayton the place? Or is Xiaotal the place? Xiaotal. I don't know. I can probably go back and figure it out. Xiaotal homeworld. Tog launches gravity bomb. I can't tell. You know, it's very hard to tell which one he is from and which one he's just, you know, talking about. But I'll go ahead and just do Tog and Xiaotal. And I'll kind of go back and figure that out later, I guess. Because he says Xiaotal homeworld, so it's not Zayton. Maybe Zayton is just one of those, like, sci-fi Star Trek-y words. He's the Zayton subordinate. That means nothing, but he's just Zayton subordinate queen. That's what he is. I don't know. I feel like that comes up again later, so we'll get back to that. Gravity bomb. I guess I should have put that up here at the start. Gravity bomb. Okay. France is mentioned, but it's not actually. Metropolis is also mentioned. Okay, and then Green Lantern is going to show up here on the next page. He's mentioned here. I'm just going to add him. Pentagon is mentioned. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and add that note. I think it was Bob that brought it up. About Katie's Wonder Woman shirt suggests Wonder Woman has at least been around long enough for marketing. Okay. Green Lantern's power ring. Now, I've done this when I went through the Superman show. I listed things out like this. You know, if they mention Green Lantern power ring, just to, you know, basically any episode Green Lantern appears in, the Green Lantern power he's going to appear in, but for thoroughness' sake, I'll include it. You aren't even in the actual spreadsheet. We've been duped. I mentioned this so long ago.
Good job, Robin.
I'm starting a new one, and I'll copy it in every time that I'm done with an issue, so it doesn't look as cluttered and people don't see all the secrets. Okay. So I had already put U.S. military, but we got Mickey at least. So I'm going to put Mickey soldier. Green Lantern incoming. Alright, Green Lantern, which I've already added. Superman, he's been there. What are you doing? Pentagon. Seriously, DC Universe. This is not the next panel, in fact. I don't know why you think it is. Okay. So, we got Javelin 7. Now, this is something interesting that I realized while looking through for Superman's powers, is I don't know if this was the intention on the cartoon, but in Paradise Lost, Batman tells the Bat computer track coordinates on Javelin 7 when Wonder Woman is flying. And so forever we've been led to believe, like, in JLU, there's all these, duplicates of javelins. They're just called javelins, but that the one in Justice League was called the Javelin 7, like specifically. I don't know what happened to Javelins 1 through 6, but the one in Justice League, Javelin 7. However, there is a Justice League Adventures issue that we'll get to eventually where they're flying the Javelin 1. It looks exactly the same, but it makes me think that there are multiple javelins docked in the Watchtower, even though any episode of the cartoon that shows, the hangar bay or whatever, there's just the one javelin. So who's to say whether it's just a javelin or if it's literally the Javelin 7 every time? I don't know. Gonna go ahead and put Javelin 7 just for the sake of, whenever I do a Control F to find all the appearances of the Javelin 7, I'm not constantly having to go back and look at the comic, which one was it, and all that stuff. But it's something to think about, do a whole video on whether it's Javelin or Javelin 7. And we got Hevist's weird hairy ship thing. I'm going to do shuttle to differentiate between the main ship. Okay. Peace Corps, yep. So, okay. Tog Empire, Gravity Bomb, Tog Civilization. So the Togs are the enemies, okay, of Hevist's people. Okay, Themysciran Truth Lasso. So first of all, I'm going to do Lasso of Truth. Appeared. In non-canon, I'm going to put Wonder Woman's lasso referred to as Themysciran Truth Lasso, despite this power not being unlocked until JLU's The Balance. Interesting. Okay. Herd of Device, Themysciran Truth Lasso works on Hevist. Should, okay. Now, stuff like including the Lasso of Truth, Green Lantern's Power Ring, I might just decide to put them, if they're like relevant to the story or whatever, and just have the appearances of these be like, relevant appearances or whatever. Because then we get into stuff like, do I put Batman's utility belt every time? Do I put Hawkgirl's mace every time? That kind of thing. I don't want to. I'm going to forget to do that, so. Evacuate the continent. Okay. Lasso of Truth again. Thanagarian again. Already put that down. Okay. So let's see. And put com links. We got com links. And whatever, let's see. Whatever device Hawkgirl has here, I don't think it gets named, so it's like anti-grav meter or something. I'll put that for now. Okay, so the bomb's going off. Ah! Soldier. Okay, so mentions of time. It doesn't really affect anything, but I'll put it anyway. Superman evacuated the town 5 minutes ago, prior to the bomb starting to go off. Batman's utility belt might help with it. Nah, it won't. I am very slowly working on an everything in Batman's utility belt video. It's one of those that's quite the doozy. That's going to
Good
take
job,
a long
Robin.
time. Good job, Robin. Okay. Moons of Thanagar. I guess Thanagar has moons. We can mention that. Moons of Thanagar are mentioned. Okay. I don't think he has the bat credit card in the cartoon. It's that anti-field. This bomb disarms itself. Arms itself. Okay. Alright, Superman swooping in. Why do you do this, DC Universe? Why do you do this? Sponsor us, DC Universe. We'll say good things about you. Oh, all you gotta do is refresh the page. It's really easy. Flying cars for 21st century can get started. Okay, I'm gonna put that under time because it's kind of insinuating that we're at the start of the century here. Flash mentions finally the 21st century can get started. Y2, that's so Y2K, Flash. Everything in Batman's utility belt in this universe, you guys. Gosh. Okay. There's all these Oakville citizens, but none of them look to me like any of the like recurring background extras that we've seen on the shows before, so I'm not gonna write down any of them. Quick is my middle name, or I wish it was. The real one is worse, believe me. Just gonna kind of put that in other clues. I'm gonna change clues to notes. Flash suggests his middle name may be the same as in comics. Rudolph. Okay. Do we have a better plan? But James, what? What me? But what me? We're free of that. Telescopic vision. Already a mile wide in a matter of minutes. How long before it reaches Metropolis? So it's close to Metropolis. They didn't say the exact distance. That column is for other timeline clues. Okay, it's also going to be for other interesting things that I discover. What are you talking about? Okay, fine. How about this? Other clues and then other notes. I don't know. What do you want from me? No, that's too dark. Which one was it? Was it that one? I'm not going to make a different column for locations because I've been putting locations in appearances the whole time. You've just been doing it wrong. I guess that could be a timeline clue. And that's also a timeline clue. Okay. No, you didn't. It started with me doing Superman, the animated series, and Superman Adventures. I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong about that, then I'm just... I have the Joe Biden virus. Okay. It'll take the bomb 2 hours. Okay. I'm going to put... let's see. Bomb is a mile wide in 1 minute. Will take 2 hours to reach Metropolis. So later I can go back and we can figure out how far away Oakville is from Metropolis. Okay. Let's see, we got Katie's autograph book. Yeah, it would be just be good to redo Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Okay, not much going on here worth noting. Okay, let's see. Jean says Wonder Woman's lasso is unbreakable. See Twilight. That big old monster that they're fighting with Batman just goes, snaps it. Unbreakable. Well, maybe this is a different lasso. Who knows? Okay. I can't decide if this is a non-canon thing, but I'll put it there just because it's a little suspicious. But Wonder Woman calls Hawkgirl Shiera. Weird or no? I can't decide because I can't remember the first time they call her Shiera or Shiera Hall or anything like that. Because I'm pretty sure it's not until Okay, Maddie, you can be right. Okay, you're always right in every situation. Wonder Woman calls Hawkgirl Shiera. I don't think she's on screen called Shiera. Like she doesn't. Her name isn't said out loud until the Terror Beyond, when she's being held by Ixthultu's weird tentacle things, and she's like, "I am Shiera Hall, blah blah blah, Mother of Dragons," and so it's interesting for her to. Please don't go to the Biden stream. Oh my god. It's interesting for someone to call her Shiera. Not, it's fine with the Diana thing because everyone's been calling her Diana. And calling her Wonder Woman is actually weirder. Okay. XY axis twist field. I'm not going to include that as a thing. No, she's called Shiera, or she at least calls. Maybe they don't call her that on their own, but I'm sure Green Lantern has probably called her that a couple times. I'll double check that later. Okay, Hawkgirl can build a generator. Well, that's not necessarily that helpful, unless does she build the generator? If she builds it, I'll put it. Hawkgirl can build a generator to shoot the bomb into space in 5 minutes. I don't think she does that because I think Green Lantern just grabs it and does it. But if that's helpful at all.
A great mystery. Study that later.
Just get on with it, bitch. And Zaton database. Okay, so is it Zaton? I don't understand this. Okay. 2 hours time. Yeah, we already discussed that. Oh, Batman, you wouldn't be pulling our leg. Good one, Batman. Always so zany. Okay. Information. Harmony Services, not member. Wait, when did he mention... oh, maybe it's coming up. He mentions like a Thanagar war in a minute. Yeah, many years ago, Thanagar and Tog fought brief war. Okay, so he is from Tog? No. The bad guys. I don't understand this. is able to build a generator in the inevitable Hawkgirl superpowers video. Thank you. Okay. Many years ago, Thanagar and Tog fought a war. So Thanagar and Tog had a war many years ago. Thanagar, unfriendly planet, guards secrets fiercely. True. Maybe, I wonder if Tog was one of their, like, hyperspace bypass planets. I just went to check the YouTube chat over here, as you can see, and it's just a bunch of Jason Todd chat or something unrelated. Okay. Ring stopped working. Why doesn't Green Lantern ever make cool stuff like this in the show? Big pliers, tweezers. Okay. Okay, so Tog is the bad guys. Yeah, alright. So Xiaotal and Zayton, I guess, are just the same thing. I don't know. Oh, he shoots her through the wing and feathers fly out. Those are the feathers from Legacies number 0. Just kidding. They're not. It's too late for that. Or shuttle. Quarum! Okay, so maybe it's worth noting Javelin 7 gets destroyed. It gets destroyed in many appearances. So maybe maybe this is like a Javelin 6, 5, 4, etc. And they have a lot of them. Okay, 90 million miles from Earth. Green Lantern brings the bomb 90 million miles from Earth. Again, he's doing a cool baseball bat hands and stuff. He doesn't do stuff like this. Not canon. Explosions in space, lifting off. Yeah, this Zayton hero. It's just weird that it's spelled with an X one way, Z with the other way. Aliens, I tell you. Krypton mentioned. How fast is his ship? Yeah. At least less than 660 miles per hour, so Superman can catch up. Why does Jean burst through the ship? Why doesn't he just phase through the ship? I guess because he's pissed. You lied to me about being a girl. I was attracted to you. Now, you will pay for your crimes. Intergalactic Courts. How fast is Jean? Yeah. Martian fast. Yep, correct. You threatened my adopted home. You behaved monstrously. Okay. Yeah, Jean's really upset. He doesn't usually get this mad. Maybe he really did have the hots for Hevist. Oh well. Making a pillow, all this cool stuff. Alright, we're getting toward the end here. Yeah, Ron and Bernice. Okay, Ron mentioned. Bernice mentioned. We got Ron and Bernice's home. I guess it's not mentioned, it's seen. Although, well, I'm going to assume that those people at the start that are being evacuated right next to them are their neighbors. But we can't really, we don't know that for sure. So I'll keep them mentioned. Yeah, I know. This is hot as shit. I don't know. Have you seen him? Look at that bod. I'm telling you. All right. Nothing like this ever happens in Oakville. Be kind of interesting to have a. I mean, well, I guess they tried to do that already, and it didn't work so well. Like a TV show or something from the POV of the civilians that are experiencing all this weird Justice League stuff going on. Did you see the school? Oh, I guess that did get lifted up. I'm gonna guess she's in high school. Oakville High School. Weeping. Adam, don't say Daddy Licky among these people. What are you doing? That's our thing. That's our secret. You can't do the Daddy Licky thing. All right, that's the end of the comic. So, lots of appearances here. The only couple of there's stuff that whenever I've been putting this stuff in before, if a comic turns out to kind of just be like really blatantly, oh boy, hang on, real quick, I gotta format this a little bit. I'm gonna combine the cells, merge the cells so that everything looks nice and neat. If a comic is blatantly not canon, like, you know, Batman is Clark Kent, some bullshit like that, I will pretty immediately mark I'll mark the this whole like row in red, just to tell myself right off the bat, like, don't even look at this if you need, you know, timeline notes and stuff like that or whatever. But Wonder Woman's lasso being truthy isn't enough for me to go like, no, that's not true. It is peculiar, but maybe she has another lasso, maybe, you know, it basically, like, what I'm kind of guessing about this comic, I've read most of the issues of it when I was like 5th grade, 6th grade is when it was coming out, and I got the first 16 or so issues in a eBay like bundle of comics, and, you know, since the episodes were still airing, I would just read these all the time, in between the episodes airing, just to get my Justice League fill. And so nothing, you know, it was not I wasn't paying attention to stuff at that time, like, oh, this isn't canon to the thing, it's just more stuff. But, you know, because of when it came out, it's been long enough since I've read all the stuff that my kind of general understanding of this is that this comic follows its own continuity. It kind of branches off of Secret Origins, like Secret Origins, then the whole show goes this way, the whole comic goes this way, because a lot of the time these comics will reference things that happened in episodes, so like maybe those specific episodes happened or something very similar, but most of the time these comics will kind of not pay attention to the show too much and just go from their own, like they'll, you know, be walking through the Watchtower. I think we even see Hivist or like part of his ship or something like that in like the Watchtower trophy room in a later issue. So it's stuff like that that's like, that's not anything from the shows. That's just purely this separate continuity, this separate Justice League timeline. Maybe this is the timeline where Batman Beyond isn't the real future, or maybe this is the timeline where Huntress doesn't get kicked out of the Justice League, you know, just whatever. The little differences that Butterfly effectify it enough to where it's different enough. But yeah, so that was Justice League Adventures #1. I will be back next Tuesday. I'm going to be trying to do this every Tuesday at noon. We're going to go through Justice League Adventures #2, and then 3, 4, 5, etc. Thursday, Maddie will be doing a stream on what's it called? Rise of Sinzu. Batman Rise of Sinzu novelization, because it's Thursday. And we're going to hopefully get Ted in on some live streams as well. We don't know what day we'll give him yet, and then we'll also hopefully be doing more than one day a week for me and Maddie as well. I may end up sticking to one day a week just because I'm editing all the videos, and that takes a lot of time, such as tonight at midnight. The new Batman Adventures Continue issue is going to come out, and so we'll be up, you know, reading that and discussing it for a couple hours, I'm sure, and then I'll start to write a script tomorrow for covering that issue, all the Easter eggs and everything. So that's that. Thank you all for joining. I appreciate you being here. If you're watching this on YouTube or Twitter, all the stuff I just mentioned coming up is not going to be happening on those. We might do this Thursdays on everything again, just to keep people's attention, bring them over to Twitch. I'm not sure. But either way, for the future, twitch.tv/DCAU Watchtower. Follow us over there. Stay up to date with these streams. We're going to be doing them a lot. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.